What up, boys? In today's video, I'm going to be going over the Monday range trade play. It's the exact play that I call out literally every week inside the free Discord. If you're not already in there, it's the first link in my bio. No paywall, no course, none of that shit. Totally free. But this is literally super simple. Whether you trade smart money concepts, whether you trade support and resistance, supply and demand, it doesn't really matter. If you can just mark out the Monday range and trade off of it, it's actually so easy. We trade from the high to the low 99% of the time. So if you don't believe me, go back, test it on a chart. But I'm going to show you exactly how I trade it every week and how I took the trade last night to make over 200 bucks. So first things first, I'm going to get out of replay mode here. I'm going to delete all the drawings on my chart. We're going to reset it, and we're going to go to the daily time frame. First things first, we're going to mark out Monday high, right? And we'll zoom in, give you guys a little bit better of a look here. Right, so we're going to mark out the Monday high, right there, and then we're going to mark out the Monday low. That's it, right? And then the only thing that we need to know is this. If we sweep Monday high and we fail to gap above it, right, and we break below, we put in the lower high, right, then we can look for shorts off of it. If we sweep the Monday low, we fail to gap below it, we put in a higher low, and then we break back above, right, then we can look for longs off of it. Normally, targeting the opposing draw, which is either the Monday high or the Monday low. So that's the just basic understanding here, right? So then we're going to zoom into the lower time frame, and we're going to go to the 90 minute, right? Because the 90 minute is the fractal of the 6 is the fractal of the daily, and just kind of how I look at the chart. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to mark out that second 90 is gone. So now we're just looking at the new 6. And this new 6 right here is also the new daily candle, right? Kind of weird, but I know the Tuesday opens Monday at 8 p.m. It's weird, but that's just how it is, right? So I actually caught the Monday range play Monday night. Even though it was the Monday, it was the Tuesday candle on the chart. So what we're going to then see is look for our sweep above, right? That's it. We understand that on the 90, we're pushing up, and we want to see us sweep this high and give the failure to do so, right? So we're going to go to the 5 minute here. We're going to let price push up, right? And boom, this is actually right with the 90 minute. I highlighted that there, right? That 930, which is the second 90 of that first 6 of the daily, right? We see that we get the sweep and the push above. From there, we're going to let some candles play out. But from there, we can see that we fail to break above, right? We try to do it again. Boom. We fail to break above once more. So at this point, we are failing to break above, and we already got the sweep of the Monday high with our big displacing push up, right? So if we go to the broker bit units here, right, we can go ahead and show you exactly where I entered, right? So we can see here that same move up. We gave the sweep of the Monday high. We broke back below that level, and we put in the high or the lower high right here, right? And then from there, I just looked at our internal model, right, for entry context. And I kind of front ran this trade, if I'm being honest with you. But what we saw here was we were kind of breaking down after putting in that lower high. We put in a bunch of low resistance liquidity right here, here, and here. Once we see this push above, sweeping this high, sweeping this high, sweeping this high right here, and then we can see the gap down off of it. That was really all the context or confluence that I need, because at that point, then we put in another lower high, right? So we are making more bearish structure as we are going down. So that was all the context or confluence that I needed to enter that trade. But if you wanted to take the trade with the time and you wanted to enter with that new 90-minute open, which is when? Third 90, which is one of my favorite time frames to trade, which is 11 p.m., right? Well, then you could have waited for, and obviously you can see where I entered right after that gap down, right before the inversion. I kind of front ran it. But what you can then see, if you take your Fibonacci from our high to our low, we perfectly pulled back to the golden pocket and the 7-1 and the 7-9, right? And from there, we dumped off of that. And that was your final opportunity to get an entry, right? So obviously you could see with that push down with the 11 open, I took profit, and then I held a runner, right? And then I set my take profit right at the retest of value area low, which was this level right here. I don't believe we ended up making it to that Monday low, which was all the way down here. No, we didn't make it to Monday low, but we did make it to equilibrium of that range. And you can see from where we entered all the way down to our final take profit was a 1 to 8, all the way down to the lows would have been 1 to 13. And of course, that's if you held full position, but still, nonetheless, that's a freaking banger trade. Obviously, my bit of runner stopped out at break even all the way later here. But I was still holding some runners to see if we could get down to that Monday low. But that's the trade, right? It's that simple. Monday high gets swept. We put in the lower high. We give your entry model, whether you trade supply and demand and you just enter off the retest, or you trade smart money and you enter off of the inverse fair value gap and the Fibonacci and blah, 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 right? That's the play, right? But that's it. Quick 5-minute video. It's really that simple. If you can master this setup, it's literally the only entry model you need. Take one setup a week, size into it, make $1,000, $2,000. You just replaced your job. It's that easy. If you're not in the Discord, fucking join. It's free, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.